Okay, I've talked about a couple different ways to save money on your air conditioner. Did you know that there's another way on top of the other ones I've already talked about on how you can save money on this particular air conditioner unit? Even though this is an older unit, this is probably, maybe 4 years old, going on 5. It's probably getting ready on its last legs. But did you know there's another way I can save money with this? Not this particular one, because it's not set up. Let me explain. Here's your plug right here. And this is plugged in. This is your cord, and this is plugged into the wall. Now they do make a box that you can attach a timer to. And what's really cool about that is you can get a 4-hour timer. They take this out, and they here, I'll explain it. Let me turn that off. Pull this. Okay, see this plug right here? This plug would get taken out of the wall. Then they take that out and install a surface-mounted 2-gang box, which is big enough for 2 plugs. And that sticks out of the wall about 1.5 inches or so. It's not that bad, trust me. And you install the plug back in the box on one side, and on the other side you have a timer that's installed. 4-hour timer. Follow me. We're on this side of the room. The plug would be to the left, the timer on the right, so you don't have to reach over, okay? Either way, you have a timer. You turn that on. If you turn it on full 4 hours, that means you're turning on the power to this plug. Now your air conditioner would be plugged into your plug, right? So now your air conditioner is going to work for 4 hours. Alright? If you have that timer turned all the way to 4 hours, this unit will be controlled for 4 hours. Now you can take your button here, you can turn the air conditioner on, you can do whatever you want to it. Now, after 4 hours, guess what's going to happen? Yeah, this unit is going to go off because the timer is going to be off. What's the worst thing that has to happen? Your tenant feels, oh, it's hot, what's happening? Oh, I got to turn the timer back on. Well, if you tell your tenant and your guests before they come in that you've got timers on because it's a feature, an economical safety feature that you have installed, and you kind of tell them a little bit about it, they won't be surprised when they come into your unit. They understand that you're trying to save money. Nobody wants to waste money by walking out of here, going to wherever they're going for the day, coming in after 6 hours or 8 hours of fun and enjoyment outside, and they come back in and the air conditioner is still blasting, and you just paid for 8 hours of air conditioning while they're not here. And do you think they're going to turn it off when they come back in that front door? I don't think so, because they're going to be hot from outside and they want this on full blast. So you don't want that, do you? So you've got to get a timer. The timers aren't that expensive to install, okay? And you could find somebody to install the timer for you. It's going to lower your costs and your electricity bills. The worst case scenario, and I mean the worst case, is if somebody is sleeping in bed and it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and they wake up in a sweat and the air conditioner had been turned off. The worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to have to get up out of bed, turn the timer on, turn the air conditioner back on. Now that's probably going to happen once in a blue moon. I've heard of people who haven't had any problems with the 4-hour timer. I've even heard of one person, they have a 3-hour timer in their unit and they haven't had any complaints. Now you can go with the 6-hour timer, but I think the 4-hour timer is a happy medium and one that's readily available. Okay? So think about that next time you get your electricity bill. Let's talk a little bit more about the 4-hour timer. Just because it's 4 hours, if you were to install a timer next to here like I just previously explained, you don't necessarily have to turn it on for 4 hours. If the person only needs it for an hour, maybe they'll be nice to you and only turn it on for an hour. But you can't control your renters, okay? You've got to figure that more times than not, they don't know when they're leaving. They're not going to be worrying about that on how to save you pennies or dollars coming out of your pocket, okay? They don't necessarily care about that, all right? So chances are they're going to have the timer turned on all the way. Every time it turns off, they're going to come over here and turn that all the way on. But if you do just a little bit of explaining to your guests, they might be nice to you, and they might only turn it on for 2 hours getting ready in the morning, or an hour right before they go to dinner, or something like that. And you might just save a little bit more money. Why does this unit not have a timer, you're wondering? Well, this condo unit is not on the market for vacation renters, weekly vacationers right now. So the people who stay here are very frugal with their air conditioning costs, okay? But if this was in a rental program, you bet your life there would be a timer right here, as well as the other air conditioners in this unit.